Welcome to the Burgie Arboretum. Our jammers, that is, our project volunteers, have just arrived on site in the north of Scotland. To help them understand the reason for their visit, their host Hamish is taking them on an introductory tour through the Arboretum that he's been developing for over a decade, helping us all understand its role in eco-conservation. We are Adventures in Preservation, and this is your weekly adventure.
The Arboretum is 60 acres. Nice, small, little Arboretum to start off with. Only a madman would do it. But I said it's the topography. Because the woods were already here. They were getting decimated by dead trees and disease. And so rather than cutting the whole thing down and just planting commercial trees, I'm trying to create something that will be of great beauty and value for the years to come.
Yes, bravo.
I don't know if it'll work. They got the timber out, but the mess that was left was unbelievable. And I came back from leave on Germany and got him out here and I said, what are you going to do with this mess? And he said, it'll be all right, we can plant Sitka spruce. Now, do you know what Sitka spruce is? It's not a very pretty tree, and it's not it's a horrible tree to deal with, but it's our main staple commercial tree in Scotland. It's an evergreen. None actually here, there's some down there. But I said, Derek, there's one tree we are not planting in the policy woodlands. He said, well, you'll have to. I said, well, we don't have to do anything. But what we will do, we will get a big excavator in and we will clear this mess out and make a nice loch. So the loch was started in the early 70s. About 1971 we created the loch. And then over the period of time we then got elm disease, which is all over Britain now. And you've seen it all? Yeah. You have it in America?
Oh, yes.
Oh, do you? Right, well, it's the same thing happened. It started in Holland and it came across here. And it's gone from the south of England right to, well, we've still got trees. They said that our particular elm tree that we have here is a thing called Scottish wych elm, which is not quite the same as the English elm. And they said it wouldn't affect it. Well, they've been very wrong because it's decimated. Nearly all these areas with thin trees there, one hadn't appreciated quite how much elm we had. And I hate seeing dead trees, and we took them all out. And this didn't happen until about 15, 20 years ago. And it was about 10, 12 years ago that we started cutting all these dead elms out. And I have a great friend, he's been all over the world collecting seed, and it was then that he took me on board and said, you know, why don't you, instead of putting ordinary trees into these clear areas, why don't you think about putting more exotic trees in? Now, we here, between Nairn and Elgin, we've got an eco-climate. It's just a microclimate. And what happens is the North Atlantic, the Gulf Stream goes up the west coast. But when it gets to Orkney, there's a little bit that comes down into the Moray Firth here and hits the coast between Nairn and Elgin. And we're only a mile or two in from the sea. The Findhorn Bay is just there. And so we have very mild winters compared with other parts of Scotland. And to show you this, about 10 years ago we had a hard winter. We had about 3-4 inches of snow here. and the temperature went down to about -10, -14, round about that. That was here. I've got a hill farm which is 1 mile that way, over the hill, on the south side of this hill. That had 1.5 meters of snow. All the buildings collapsed. So this little bit here is very mild. Now I'm already growing trees. You will hardly see, you'll see on the west coast, but you won't see anywhere, maybe the Royal Botanics in Edinburgh. There's one there, that big leaf there. That's a thing called Paulownia fargesii.
Does it have a common name?
No, I don't think it does. Not that I know of it. 11 years ago, I got my first woofer. And, she was a German girl actually, and you'll see I've called various parts of the wood are named after various woofers. And her first job was to plant bulbs, and she planted thousands of daffodils and crocuses, and she's down there, but the woofers have been coming every year, and every year actually this year we've had a dearth of woofers, and I don't know if it's something to do with Brexit. Maxime might know. I don't know. It's worrying. But Maxime's here, so but they have been a godsend, because I say they've got no labour, and in the summer we clear areas for planting for next year, and they do a lot of strimming, cutting grass, and we also planting still a lot of daffodils, crocuses, fritillaras, and this year I'm now concentrating on lilies. So we've got a lot of lily seed to put in through the winter, but you won't see the effect of that for 2 or 3 years. Lilies take to flower. I'm concentrating on the Arboretum now, and so what I've done is the topography of this lays itself out for various things. We've got geographical sectors and we've got species sectors, so we've got different zones through the wood, and you'll see as we go along. For example, just here we've got the magnolia area, the 12, 14 different varieties to plant out this spring in here, and then we've got an area for lime trees, and then we've got an area for we've got a bogwood, and we've got Chile area, and then we've got Asia, and then we've got an oak wood, and then we've got the Japanese garden. So it's all laid out in sort of different zones, and we're trying to keep up.
How many acres is the Arboretum?
The Arboretum is 60 acres. Nice small little Arboretum to start off with. Only a madman would do it. But I said it's the topography, because the woods were already here. They were getting decimated by dead trees and disease, and so rather than cutting the whole thing down and just planting commercial trees, I'm trying to create something that will be of great beauty and value for the years to come.
Yes, bravo.
I don't know if it'll work. I'm worried about this. My vision at the moment is lack of colour in the summer. Everything is green, and there's not a lot of colour. So what I'm now doing is trying to kill down the weeds. We've got, candelabra, primroses, primula candelabra. They're about this big, and wonderful colours. Now we've got some here, and they are spreading, but they take time. I'm impatient, and I like things to be done like tomorrow, but it doesn't work in nature. So I'm creating bits here where I can plant lilies, irises, candelabra, those sort of things, and try and create more colour around the lochs. Now I'll just quickly tell you about the signpost here. Woofer. You all know where New Caledonia is. You're absolutely right. Most people say it's near Canada, but it's not. It's in the middle of Pacific. And this boy, he was with me for
New Caledonia.
he was with me for about 2 months in the summer. Sorry. And Hamish, have you got a chisel and some wood? So I said, yeah, I can get you a chisel and wood. He said, I've never done this before, but my grandfather used to chisel the things in New Caledonia and Fiji and Tonga and those sort of places. He was a master.
Oh, like the tikis and the heads.
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely. He said, I'd like to give it a go. So I gave him that.
Him giving
that
it a go.
Yeah, exactly. That's his first attempt at woodwork with a chisel and a hammer. And he did that in the caravan. And I came back and absolutely amazing. So, you know, he was a star. We just started clearing this and we discovered that there had been a vista here. But nobody knew it was here. I'd never seen it when I was a child or anything. It was completely overgrown. So we'd already started it. So we put the pillars in the middle and we built the little house at the top. And that was a big deep dell there. You couldn't walk across it. You had to go all the way around. Wow. So we filled that in and put a pipe in and things. And now you can look straight down from your bedroom windows at the top of the house. You can look down the vista.